October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Today is October 28th, 2019. I want to talk about abuse and how it relates to domestic violence. Abuse, whether it's verbal, emotional, mental, or physical. I was in a toxic marriage. My ex, I knew him for well over 20 plus years. And you never know a person truly until you live with them. And I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. To my surprise, I didn't. And there were red flags that I ignored. And one major red flag that stood out that I ignored before we got married. His daughter's birthday dinner. After his daughter's birthday dinner, came home to bed. I was awakened wee hours of the morning with his hands around my neck and him blaming me for a potential of him not maybe having some sort of relationship with his teenage daughter's mother. And this is after I've taken time to go shopping for his teenage daughter alone and with him to gift wrap her gifts, to voluntarily pick him up from work, to take him to this dinner. All of these things that was not required of me, that I voluntarily did when we were just dating. But I was being accused of something that wasn't true and that hadn't happened. But because he was my friend, I gave him a pass. And I proceeded to marry him just a few short months later. And after that, a few months after that, some more abuse. Similar. But this time it involved verbal abuse, along with, and then there was more verbal abuse. And the funny thing is, on social media and on the outside to the public, we was this perfect couple, the newlyweds. So happy, but we really wasn't. Whatever had went on in this person's life, and you know, the saying, hurt people is so true. However, I didn't deserve the hurt that I was getting because of the hurt that he got. No one deserves unnecessary hurt. I wasn't the cause of what had went on in the person's life prior to me getting there. I had no idea that this person was an abusive person, physically, verbally, or emotionally. I now knew. And somehow, I thought being his wife and doing all of these things, and if I be the perfect wife, that I could somehow change him. And the truth of the matter is, I could not. No matter how good I thought I was, how great I thought I treated him, it wasn't enough. The abuser have to face their own demons and get the help that they need. I realized I had to focus on what I need, what I needed. And I knew I had to get out. I knew that it was not working. I had not been in a relationship like that before. I have adult children. My son witnessed a verbal abuse that wasn't a pretty sight. My son confronted him. And later on down the line, that wasn't a good thing. You don't ever want your children to fight any of your battles. You never want your children to get involved. I say to men and women, and I include men, statistically, abuse is reported in women more so than men, but abuse does exist in men as well. But I want you to know that you can get out. But have a plan, especially women with small children, because the life you save may be your own, yours and your children's. the last horrible physical altercation. Physical attack. Last year, last May. My teeth, I had teeth knocked out. I had gips out of my head. I was fighting for my life. This man was punching me in my face, fighting me like a man in the street. I had to save my life. And in me saving my life, it resulted in both of us getting arrested. It's not worth it. Get out. I realized the relationship was too toxic. Nothing was gonna change. He wasn't gonna change. But I needed to change. That it's about me saving my life. So I divorced him. Not realizing that the divorce was just the physical papers, and the physical part of it was gone. I didn't realize I was addicted to the pain by now. So I kept going back getting them. And although the physical abuse has stopped, but the verbal and emotional abuse hadn't. It just stopped for a few weeks, but it would eventually creep back up, rear its ugly head. It drains your spirit. It drained mine. I was so spiritually damaged. To the point where I never wanted to come home. So I know I needed to come up with a plan, a safety plan, once I became sick and tired. Because I know I needed to leave the relationship once and for all. But I needed to leave the relationship and not be harmed and not cause harm. Because we had went down that path that led to both of us being arrested. And I knew if I continued to be in that relationship that one of us eventually wouldn't survive. And I didn't intend on that one of us being mean. So I knew that I had to get out. So I came up with a safety plan to get me out. So I want you women out there to know you can get out. And I need you to know that you are the most important. You don't have to be somebody's footstool. You don't have to take the abuse and feel like you're not enough, because you are. Get a support network, family, friends, someone you can trust. Save money. Do whatever it is that you have to do to come up with an escape plan to leave the relationship. And it may seem impossible, but it's possible. And it may hurt like hell in the beginning because you don't want to be alone. But it's okay, and you'll be okay. Seek the help that you need, whether it's therapy, a support group, whatever it is. I'm still dealing with the emotional bondage that I was in, and it's okay. But I got me back. I'm stress-free. I'm down 30 pounds. I'm feeling good. I'm still healing from that. But one thing I know, I'm getting rid of the excess baggage. And I know that time heals all things. Time takes time. I'm getting my mind, body, and spirit back healthy again, so that when the time is right, I'll be ready for a healthy relationship, and that I won't make another man pay for my exes. Because he couldn't cut it. So, women and men out there, you are worth it. You are somebody. You don't have to be nobody's stepping stool. You are strong, and you deserve love and happiness. I hope this video will help someone out there to leave an abusive relationship. Thank you for watching. This is Katie Morton. Peace.